strongly, what am I, Trump? So very strongly, you know.
Listen, can you believe? I don't even. You don't even want to start
What?
now. No, just when you said Trump, it's just incredible.
Oh.
'Cause I know the guy, and I didn't know him well. I met him
Right.
50 times.
Everybody met him.
Everyone met him. I remember going.
He was nice when you met him, right?
He would say very nice things. He'd be
Right.
like, John, you're the greatest.
Exactly.
You're the greatest. Did I tell you about my new building?
Exactly.
And I was like, this guy, this is him in epitome. A year before he decided to run, we're at a Ranger game. Somehow we're sitting together, and they go, ladies and gentlemen, Wimbledon champion John McEnroe. And I'm hoping, people, that fellow in New York, still think I'm a good guy and clap, okay? Next, Donald Trump, real estate developer and host of The Apprentice. Everyone booed. 15,000. I'm not kidding. Out of 17,000. He sat down next to me and he said, they still love me, John. And I said, this guy could be a politician. He could be. I didn't realize until then. And then Brexit happened because I was in Wimbledon.
I always
the next
thought
thing you know, think of you agree with this, right? How many years has the United States been? Is it 250, 60 years?
Yes, about.
Has anything in the 260-year history of our country been more unlikely than Trump winning?
No, he pulled an inside straight.
He pulled the greatest.
Yes, everything.
That alone, you have to. No. You got to respect that someone somehow did that.
Right.
How in the world did he? He never ran for anything.
Well, also that doesn't matter. They like.
He ran for president. When's the last time the guy that's never run for anything runs for president and wins?
Well, today's audience, and by audience I mean the voters, they like that when you don't have a record, because when you have a record, they can find something to harp on and make you look like a bad guy. Obama, when he ran, they said, too early. You've only been in the Senate a couple of years. He was like, good. They don't have a lot of my voting record or other bullshit. I'm a fresh face. People don't give a shit. They don't know anything anyway, so it doesn't matter. And Trump, yes, but part of the...
Is that Joe Biden too? They got a fresh young guy?
No,
no, he was the calm guy. We needed calm after that. But nonetheless, this is the problem. Trump pulled something that no one in your wildest dreams, even though some people said this, it's incredible.
Right. And part of the inside straight he pulled was the ineptness of the opposition. Part of it was Hillary not going to Wisconsin.
Exactly.
That kind of shit.
Exactly.
But
so
it was also just...
He's right about not that part.
And Comey's letter. Yes, everything. He's a lucky son of a bitch. From the day he was born, somebody sold his soul to the devil because he's always lucky. He skated on everything. His casinos went bankrupt. Imagine going bankrupt in the casino industry, the only industry where people give you money for nothing. Choctaw Indians can make this work. And this guy went bankrupt, and all those hotels, Atlantic City, took the whole city down.
But you have said, though, can I ask you one thing? You have said, because I didn't think that, even though somehow he had gotten to this stage, I didn't necessarily think that the call was, Donald Trump to be president. I give him credit.
You know what?
And you've got to admit that Hillary Clinton, with all due respect, I believe in he doesn't know anything about, which is true, I guess. I just
you do know about politics.
The worst campaign in the history of politics.
Right. That's part of the inside straight.
So stop blaming. That's the part where I get with Trump. There's plenty to blame.
But it's also, the country had just been dumbified to the point. Sarah Palin was how long before? Oh, only 8 years.
2008.
She was the John the Baptist for his bringing dumbness to that level where it's actually applauded. This is
Well, he's not dumb or completely dumb, Trump.
No, well, he's
because he somehow.
No,
you're not dumb if you somehow do what he did.
He's like Hitler. He's crazy, not in every way.
We don't want to compare him to him.
No. It's perfectly okay to make a Hitler analogy as long as you compartmentalize it. I'm not saying he's Hitler like he wanted to kill all the Jews. What I'm saying is Hitler was crazy. like Trump is crazy. He is crazy. Hitler wasn't stupid. Trump's more stupid. But they were both instinctive political geniuses. That's where that analogy is completely appropriate. No, he was not. Trump is not that evil. He does not want to take over the world and kill people and put them in camps, of course. But as far as a kind of a savant who's just this instinctive political genius, Trump is that. When he gets you, his fans,
unbelievable.
His crowd, the Proud Boys types, boy, that is a cult. You know, there's a base. You can have a base and you have a cult. Biden doesn't have 3 people who like him as much as Trump, like first 20 million. And I like Joe, but he is, in what show business we would call a hack. Okay, that's not a bad person, but you're a hack. You know, you've been around for a long time. You never can
I think that's a little harsh, isn't it? I mean, a hack.
If I thought so, I wouldn't say
Joe
it.
Biden?
He's a hack.
I mean, if he's a hack, then what are these other guys?
Worse. Like
Even
I say, a
worse.
hack is not the worst thing in the world. Trump, you know, it's not evil, but you're a hack.
Unbelievable.
He's a hack.
So I don't even know where to go.
I mean, he's a journeyman. If
He's not a journeyman. He was a senator, and then he was vice president. That's not a journeyman, okay? That's someone who paid his dues, and then his son died, and he was too old. We all know that, but thank God he was there.
I don't know what his son dying has to do with anything.
Running in 2016. And then now, thank God, the only guy that could have lost that election was Joe.
Yes.
Joe being there, and Trump,
Yes.
you know, wouldn't say, like, if all he had to say
I understand.
was something about,
But,
you know.
and he did the country a great.
I got the corona, and now I get it a little bit, and I have empathize with some of you that got it, and you know, our people that went through it. If he had done that, Trump, he would have won by 15 points. If he, God forbid, showed a little empathy about even when he had it, and it said, you know, hey, this is a tough thing.
But that's too low a bar. Again, he's crazy and stupid. This is what I keep saying about Trump, which is just a terrible combination. I mean, you get one of those two is bad, but he's both.
I don't think he's stupid, though. I hate to say it.
Joe Biden, look.
And Joe Biden's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. Okay, but as far as
maybe you should start espousing who you think it should be.
He's a nice guy. Then let him run a little store. Nice guys. We're talking about somebody who should be president. And look, he's fine as president. And he was the only guy, for whatever reasons of fate, who could have at that moment.
The only guy.
Okay, but that's not to say that, you know, FDR. He's not FDR. He's Millard Fillmore.